There's nothing like short track racing, especially when it comes to the NASCAR Cup Series. It is the NASCAR 21 Ignition Cup Series career mode at the Richmond Raceway for the Toyota Owners 400. Back to another 100% race here today, 69-degree temperatures for this afternoon event around this very, very rough and tumble racetrack at Richmond. The drivers are set for today's race as we are about to take you through today's starting lineup for this Toyota Owners 400. This is another race highlight premiere. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content as we're about to get into this one. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am Keegan Schneider. We do realistic commentary with live broadcast on the channel. This is a premiere, of course, as we do for most of the career mode episodes going forward on NASCAR 21 Ignition. As for that starting lineup that I briefly stated, here it is on the right side of your screen. Ryan Preece had qualified on the pole for today's race. Josh Bilicki will be starting outside pole in second, simulated through qualifying. So random draw really for the start of this one. Matt DiBenedetto and Eric Jones will line up in row number 2. Joey Logano and Austin Dillon in row 3. Ross Chastain and James Davidson in row 4. Kyle Larson and Anthony Alfredo, rookie, outside in row number 5. We qualified 12th for this one with our Ally Chevrolet. Now we'll see what we can do in today's race. I'm excited. I'm curious to see what is going to happen in this one exactly. Richmond is probably my best racetrack as far as speed goes in NASCAR 21 Ignition, currently riding a 5-race winning streak. Obviously, that is a modern era record, looking to add on to that here today. Green flag is in the air, and we are underway at Richmond. Already a little bit of problems there getting into the first turn for the 48 of Schneider. Look at Kyle Larson going all the way down to the bottom side of the racetrack. 3 wide, a little contact from behind now from Bubba Wallace, who was just trying to file himself in line in the early going. Schneider does not like being on the outside as of right now. He'd like to get back down to the bottom. Bit of a stack up off the exit of turn 4 now, and a little bit of contact with the 17 of Chris Buescher. Now Schneider's able to get back down to the bottom underneath Anthony Alfredo. He's got that 17 of Buescher right behind him, but he clears Alfredo, who is on his outside, looking to settle in here. No practice or qualifying heading into this race. Schneider's definitely been the best driver on the circuit, though, so far. And the fact that it's his rookie season, we're only into the 9th race of the year. Looking to see what more could come out of this, but with the random draw starting lineup, basically, having a 12th place starting position is definitely going to help him in this 400-lap race around this 3/4-mile short track. Look at him making moves. I mean, he is just on another level this season. This team's riding a hot streak, obviously, so the momentum is there. Looking to go 3 wide under Chastain. He's going to be patient. Doesn't want to go 3 wide if he can help it. Really good off the exit of turn 4. Seems like everybody else kind of has to check up as he's able to file in line behind the 42 of Ross Chastain. Trying to get the car to turn down underneath that 42, and he does. Quickly drives underneath Joey Logano in the 22 down the back stretch. Matt DiBenedetto leads in the early going. Preece, who started on the pole, is in second with Larson in third right behind him. Great run off the exit of 4. Schneider's going to jump up to second place now down the front stretch as he tries to run down Matty D. This is champion difficulty, as always, on the channel, unless it is a super speedway race, then we use expert difficulty. I'll probably go to expert difficulty as I get further along the career mode, but at least for season 1, I wanted to keep all the settings the same as what we had in the custom schedule season. And boy, look at Schneider going for the lead already. Just on lap 7, he's battling with DiBenedetto, who did lead that last lap, but Schneider is going to be clear off the exit of turn 2, new leader. Already lap 36 here today at the Richmond Raceway for the Toyota Owners 400. And Schneider has already lapped the race field in the early going of this race. He's got a 1-lap lead. I mean, this is just absolutely got to be the fastest car I've ever had in this game, even on the custom schedule season. This would be absurd as far as what we did there. And as of me recording this, custom schedule season's done already. But, I mean, it's just absolutely insane. Schneider's still getting through with really, I was going to say minimal contact till Kevin Harvick threw a big block off the exit of turn 2. Trying to hold on to his current lap. Schneider got it in the back of him, and he'll just pass him instead off the exit of turn 4. Everybody's checking up off the exit of turn 4 quite a bit, which I expected here at Richmond. One thing I noticed coming into this race after winning the last race, it does feel kind of how NASCAR Heat 5 and NASCAR Heat 4 had those momentum bonuses when you perform consecutive really good finishes. Usually it was like 3 top 10s in a row, you get like a momentum bonus, or 2 top 5s in a row, you get a momentum bonus, back-to-back wins, whatever that would be. You get like a momentum speed boost bonus. I believe when you check like your reputation or somewhere along the lines of that, your reputation or something with the season statistics or whatever, it'll show that your momentum score or your momentum percentage, and it might be like where the race teams are at. I think that actually puts into effect when you go to the racetrack how much more speed you might end up having. I've never really seen that in this game. Obviously, it's only the 9th race of the career mode, but winning 5 in a row, our momentum is pretty high coming into this race. Obviously, statistically and even on the game, it looked like that for a reputation that it was pretty high. I think we're at 32% with Hendrick Motorsports already, just in 8 races of running with them, and I think that's helping out how good this 48 team is. There are other Hendrick cars that are obviously running well today. You see William Byron in 7th, who Schneider just passed to put 2 laps down. Kyle Larson was in 3rd the last we saw of him, and Chase Elliott was also at least inside the top 15. He's a little bit further back compared to the rest of those guys, but this is just a massive, massive, dominating season so far, and the fact that there's a capability of winning 6 races in a row is really asinine to think about, just because of how challenging this game is. And I know 4 of those 5 races came on 50% races, which definitely helps, but it's not like I purposely did that to play that into our wheelhouse. I just expected of the races that were towards the beginning of the year, some of them were better to do 50%. I don't like doing the playoff races at 50%, but I do like doing a couple of them just to kind of change the variations of the race up, particularly at tracks we go to twice, like Phoenix. It's a championship, it's in the playoffs, so why not? Atlanta, there's a 400-mile race, 500. Well, how about the 500-mile race and make 250 miles? Kind of things like that. Same thing with Martinsville. One of them is 250. We got a crucial playoff race there at the end of the season. That'll be 500. Trying to change those tracks up and give those tracks the short race lengths for the 50% races. And they just so happen with the actual schedule that more of them are towards the beginning of the year. I'll also adjust that going forward as far as the career mode is concerned. When we get into the next season, the career mode, there'll be different tracks that'll be 50%. I'm going to try not to do them at the same tracks, but obviously it's really, really paved the way for Schneider in his rookie season. He is the only rookie locked into the playoffs right now. We've only had 4 different winners so far this season. A little contact back there. Justin Haley and Ryan Newman. But still caution-free in this one. Obviously, that's going to help as well, but he's about to go 2 laps on the field. Logano is a few cars up the way yet, but once he ends up catching him, that's going to be a 2-lap lead on the field, and we're still just under 50 laps in. It took him 32 laps, roughly, to lap the field the first time. It literally only took him another 14 laps after that. And this has the makings of, I would probably say, logistically, the most dominating race ever on the channel, let alone career mode, championship or season modes in other NASCAR video games. Doesn't matter what game it is. Richmond is definitely the go-to track for myself. To carry things here, we'll go to lap 50, and then we'll transfer things over to later in the race, probably to the first pit stop of the day is what I'll probably expect. We'll make our way back, or if caution ends up coming out between now and then. But right now, this is just a really, really dominating race. Really nothing to watch here in this one. Maybe it's a good thing I premiered this race. I guess not premiered, uploaded this race. Because this is probably going to be the shortest career mode video. I can see this only being about 15 to 20 minutes of action. Especially considering that Schneider's just going to do this for the full 400 laps. I mean, he's on pace to lap in the field 8 times as of right now. He's lapped the field twice, and it's lap 50 as he just passed Logano off turn 4 that last time.
1 lap.
Car will roll good on the inside, on the outside. It's just a really, really bad, fast race car. Going for that regular season championship. He came in 2 points behind Kyle Larson, and a win alone would put Schneider in the points lead for the first time this season. It's simply just because of how bad the first 3 races were for him. We are currently at lap 106. Green flag pit stops are just now starting at the Richmond Raceway. This is scheduled to be a 3 pit stop race here today. And right now, Keegan Schneider continues to lead. He has led still every lap since lap 7 on. And not only that, he has extended his lead to up to a 4-lap lead before these green flag pit stops are taking place just over 100 laps in. Probably going to want to pit very, very soon. Crew chief hasn't said anything yet, but there are a lot of drivers obviously hitting the pit lane. Really no incentive for Schneider to stay out too much longer before making his first pit stop of the day. Obviously, you hope that we don't get a caution if you pit early, but with a 4-lap lead, it's kind of inevitable at this point to just take things very precautious, especially when you have the fastest car in the field. So as soon as he sees a clear lane to pit, he will. He's had a lot of drivers pitting not too far in front of him. He wants to make sure he's going to have a clear pit lane for when he does make his way down. Very shortly, see Logano and those fresher tires starting to run the 48 car back down into turns 1 and 2. The car coming out of the pits there, Cole Custer. Oh my goodness, big time moment there. Schneider almost gets turned by Logano, and he had Custer on his inside. He about got sandwiched, and there it is. Caution's out. So that's what Schneider was staying out for. So now he just lapped the field an extra probably 2 laps from the time he ended up pitting to the time everybody else pit. Really no damage to repair here, but why not repair some damage? So 4 tires and fuel for the 48 of Schneider. First caution of the race today. He pretty much kind of gained an extra 2 laps on the field in the process of doing that. Schneider restarting towards the back, it looks like, even though he is still scored as the race leader. Green flag in the air at Richmond, lap 115. A little contact between Justin Haley and Cody Ware, so now Schneider's going to have to drive through this entire pack of race cars. We'll have to see if any of them pit. I would not be surprised if we saw some cars pitting. My goodness, they're going way down below the apron. They were almost to the commitment line at the front of the pit road entrance. And look at Schneider after the stack up off turn 4, gaining a ton of positions. Lap 206, just past the halfway mark today in the Toyota Owners 400 at Richmond. And Schneider continues to lead. Again, he has still led every lap from lap 7 on. And still just the 1 caution in this race, which came on just past lap 100. We'll be seeing our second set of pit stops very, very shortly. We haven't seen anybody take the dive on the pit road yet, but I would imagine that will happen very soon. So we'll stay with this for about 15 laps here. We know Schneider can go probably to about lap 220 to 230 before he'll have to end up making his pit stop. He ended up hitting under that caution flag earlier. He stayed out as long as he could, waiting to see if we were going to get a yellow. We got one before he made his green flag stop. The caution came out in the middle of the green flag stops in general. Joey Logano still continues to run second. William Byron is up to third. Ryan Blaney, last we saw, is up to fourth. Kyle Larson, I believe, was in 5th place, so that would be the top 5 as of the last we know of. Caution's out again on the speedway at lap 223. Our second caution of the race today. Schneider will pit under this caution just like he did during the first one earlier. Though not going to make any damage repairs this time around. So one stop to the end following this, and again, he's able to lap some of those drivers inside the top 5 and top 10 a couple more times, then pitting before the yellow. So on top of lapping them on the racetrack, and then probably losing a lap under the caution due to the glitch in this game as of me recording this as well, this is just not looking good for the rest of the field. It's only getting worse and worse. Schneider will restart from the lead, though. Green flag back in the air. I didn't have control of my car until we got down into turn 1, so that was a little weird, but it's alright. It looks like he's going to be able to clear the 22 of Logano off the exit of turn 2. 3 wide and tight with Byron, Hamlin, and you can tell who else was back there. I believe Chase Elliott. Bit of a stack up off the exit of turn 4 as we've been seeing all day, especially in the restarts. Schneider's got that clean air advantage, though, out in front of the field. $170 laps to go at Richmond. Nice to have fresh tires and clean air. Haven't really had that since the very beginning of the race once Schneider took the lead back on lap 7. Just got to continue to keep the car clean. He's basically just racing himself. In this race, we've pretty much known that since the first pit stop of the day. The closer and closer we get to the end of the race, it's only becoming more and more apparent. One car just came out of the pit lane up ahead. I think it's the 77 of Justin Haley making an unscheduled stop not too long. A couple laps, it looked like, after the most recent restarts, and maybe stayed out to get the wave round open for a quick yellow on the restart. That just never ended up coming to fruition.
Clear.
70 laps to go at the Richmond Raceway. Schneider's still leading the way so far. We're in the middle of green flag pit stops as they just started that last time by off of turn 4. More cars starting to head into the pit lane. Our only 2 cautions so far today. We're in the middle of green flag stop, so this could be a suspected final caution of the day very shortly. Schneider continuing his dominance as he gets into the side of Ryan Preece, who didn't give him much room off the exit of turn 2. Preece has fallen back to 16th in this one after qualifying on the pole. Schneider has kept the car clean today and looking for a dominating win, leading again all but the first 7 laps of the race today. It'd just be insane if he can pick up 6 wins in a row again in his rookie season in his first 9 career starts. Joey Logano still currently second, and there it is. Caution is out. And that will set up our final pit stop of the race for the 48 team. There'll be a 4-tire change. No adjustments. Once again, they have not had to make any adjustments through the 3 pit stops today. He was probably going to pit within the next 5 to 10 laps again, but he's just got these timely cautions in the middle of green flag stops. And he can just make the pit stop under the yellow, buying him some extra time. Get the restart out in front of the field. Green flag back in the air at Richmond. 60 laps to go. Joey Logano, second place right there. Wouldn't think he's on the same lap. Unless the game is randomized stuff again. Now we got 60 laps to go. Excuse me, restarted with 61 laps left. 5 laps remain at the Richmond Raceway for Keegan Schneider, and getting his 6th win of his career all in a row in his rookie season. That would already give himself 30 playoff points on the year, and in the entire custom schedule season I did, I had 6 wins on the entire year. These come in the first 9 on the career mode. Just a crazy turn of events, really. from one season to the next. Two different game modes in this game, but still, it's crazy how much more success we wielded behind this 48 compared to what we were able to do with Christopher Bell in the 20 on our custom schedule season. 3 more laps. Barring another caution that would put us into overtime. We've only had just the 3 so far today. Schneider has at least a couple lap lead on the field. We're about to see in a couple laps exactly how big of a lead he's got. Nobody has come close to the 48 of Schneider all day long. 2 to go on the 3/4 mile short track. Crowd giving Schneider a standing ovation that time by onto the front stretch. And as he works his way off turn 4 this time, there it is. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. What a season it has been for Keegan Schneider. A lot of traffic around him right now as he works his way down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4 one final time. A little contact with Kyle Busch. But he'll still do it. Checkered flag in the air. Schneider is going to win at Richmond. Career win number 6 in dominating fashion, leading every lap from lap 7 on. I don't think that's accurate. We did not win by 24 laps. What is wrong with this game? There's no way. I was fast, but I probably 8 to 10 laps at the most. Anytime there's a caution, well, I guess we would have gained 2 extra laps every caution before the caution, on top of the 2 to 3 laps we gained throughout the run because they would short pit and then the caution would wave, and then they would pit again during the caution instead of taking the wave around. Some cars were pitting after the yellow, but not many. I don't know what the case was there. Oh well. Keegan Schneider with the win. Joey Logano second. William Byron third. Denny Hamlin fourth. Kyle Larson rounds out the top 5. Christopher Bell in 6th. Chase Elliott 7th. Ryan Blaney 8th. Martin Truex Jr. 9th. And Kevin Harvick rounds out the top 10. And we'll take a look at the regular season point standings with this win. Schneider will make up the points lead. He has currently a 6-point lead over Kyle Larson as of right now for the regular season championship. It's Schneider's first point lead of his young career. 903 laps led now after this one. Again, 30 playoff points on the way. And remember, 15 playoff points are awarded for winning the regular season championship. So Schneider is definitely on his way to doing some good things here. 6 wins, 6 top 5, 6 top 10s, and there you see it again. Those are the regular season standings. Denny Hamlin not even that much further behind. He's now inside the top 3, breaking up the Hendrick Brigade. Chase Elliott still within striking distance. The top 4 all within 14 points of one another for the regular season championship. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I will see you guys next time.